Hi everyone, once again I'm Luke Letty and welcome to the worldwide headquarters of DigiJump. Super excited to have with me a personal friend here today, Megan School, local high school athletic trainer at Gordon High School here in southern Indiana. She's actually helped us a little bit develop some of the protocols that we have and really just helped us along, just giving us insight and ideas on how to continually improve our product. Megan still stays in great shape, former athlete, and just really awesome person in general. So without further ado, I'm just going to hop into some questions. So Megan, what's your athletic background?
So I've been surrounded by sports basically my entire life. Both my siblings have competed in sports as well. Really, I've competed in 3 different sports throughout my entire career. So starting really young, starting with running, I would compete in the Badger State Games. I'm initially from Wisconsin, so I would compete in the Badger State Games for track and field. Kind of got into cross country in middle school and started basketball around 3rd or 4th grade, going to camps and then starting in a travel league. So I continued those sports all the way through my high school career. I competed in both cross country, basketball, and track all 4 years, and throughout middle school as well. And then track and field has always kind of been my favorite sport and the sport that I really love. So I went on to compete in track and field in college at University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point. Had a lot of great experiences there, got to know a lot of people, great way to make connections with people, and especially being in the athletic training program at that school as well, it kind of helped me get to know a lot of athletes, not just on the track and field team, but all of the athletes in the school. So I thought it was really good.
Awesome,
really
like tight-knit community, sounds like. Cool.
Yeah.
So obviously, like I said, you're an high school athletic trainer. What made you want to become an athletic trainer, and for how long did you know that you wanted to be one?
So I didn't even know what an athletic trainer was until my junior year of high school. That was the first year that we got an athletic trainer at my high school. So I had absolutely no idea what an athletic trainer was. The first time I met our athletic trainer, he did a concussion presentation, and I didn't even know what a concussion was up until that point.
Wow, okay.
So yeah, that was the first time that I really got educated about what concussions were, and kind of got to know him a little bit more. My brother had suffered 2 or 3 concussions then after that, so kind of knew what to look for, and it kind of opened my eyes to some sports injuries and what can happen in the high school and when it comes to athletics. And then when I really got interested in athletic training was, I think it was my junior year of high school. So my sophomore year of high school, I had just missed making it to state in track and field, and I was just devastated. So I was like, I'm going to work my butt off all year long because that was my goal. I wanted to get to state. And about a couple of weeks before state and getting towards the end of track and field season my junior year, I had injured my hamstring. So I was like, well, that's really devastating. And I was like, I'm still determined to get back out there. I still want to make it to state. So I worked with our athletic trainer through those couple of weeks and was able to compete at conference, did great there, and then ended up making it to state in the long jump 400 and 4x4.
Wow. So really seeing the benefits of having an athletic trainer personally kind of inspired you to be one.
Yeah, so he really helped me as an athlete get to my goal, and I actually came back and competed even better than I was pre-injury. So I really saw what an athletic trainer could do and how big of a difference they could play in someone's life. So I was like, well, that's pretty cool. That's something that I'd be interested in doing. So I went into college with intentions of being an athletic training major. So I was kind of like a pre-athletic training before getting accepted into that program, and I had asked to shadow my high school athletic trainer too, so I shadowed him for a couple football games, some basketball games, kind of get some experience, get a feel for what it was. Did the prerequisite classes for the program, and then applied for the program at the end of my freshman year. Most people would usually do it at the end of their sophomore year, but I was like, well,
one step ahead.
If I can get in, then that'd be great. Otherwise, I'll just apply the next year, and I ended up getting in, so graduated in 4 years.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you seem really passionate about it. You always have a smile on your face when I come and see you in your training room. What is the most fun part about your job?
The most fun part, I would say, is just working with athletes. I love being around athletes. I love being around athletics. I love helping athletes get to where they want to be, just like my athletic trainer did for me. and just kind of building that relationship. That's one of the reasons why I like the setting that I'm in, is because we really can build a relationship with our athletes. When I was applying for different jobs and figuring out where I wanted to go, there's a couple different options that I could have went to, but why I chose this job is just because I knew that I'd be in one school the entire time where I could really build a relationship, have the athletes come because they trust me. So, I mean, I talk to my athletes not just about athletic injuries, but I mean, any problems in life that they may be having or any complications, they can always feel comfortable that they can come and talk to me about it.
That's awesome. Get to know them on a personal level for sure. Build a relationship. So that's obviously the plus side. Is there any like challenges that you really face as an athletic trainer?
I would say probably the biggest challenge I've faced so far is the fact that I am pretty young in this profession.
How many years have you been doing it?
I've been doing, this will be my second year certified.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm still pretty new to the profession. And I feel like one of the biggest challenges I've had is just establishing who I am and making sure that people can feel comfortable and confident that I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've established that at the school, and I've gained the trust of the parents and the coaches. But I would say that's the biggest challenge, just because a lot of times parents, even from like opposing schools, once I introduce myself, they'll see me and think that maybe I'm a student just because I look young.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I promise you I'm certified nationally and licensed in the state. So I know what I'm doing. You can trust me. So I feel like that probably the biggest challenge is just the fact that I am still pretty young, and people kind of establishing who I am as a professional and making sure that they know that I am a healthcare professional.
Okay, that totally makes sense. I get that.
Yeah.
So you've obviously been around athletics your entire life, seen a lot of different pieces of equipment, done a lot of different exercises. What do you think? How do you think DigiJump can help every athlete, no matter the skill level, from grade school all the way up?
I think it's a good program just because there are so many different aspects you can do with it. I know for sure in like a high school setting, it would be great just because I am so busy working with multiple athletes that I know you can set like different programs on there, and once I show them how to do it, they would just be able to go to their program and I can just kind of check in with them and make sure that they know what they're doing. But overall, I think it'd be a good program just because there are so many different aspects that you can do, whereas it is coming to cardio, strengthening. I know you're working on a balance portion, and kind of have some other things in the works, but there's really a lot that you can do with it.
Okay, awesome.
Cool.
Well, Megan, seriously, thank you for your time. I appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, absolutely.
And good luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.